was really happy, and I think like after a few sessions, maybe like within 2 months, right, of therapy, I was talking to my therapist, and they were like, "Yeah, you're doing really well, like graphs and stuff. You're up, stonks are going up. You're great." And I'm like, "Yeah, I feel really good too." And I'm like, "Wait, just in case, let's schedule one more session. Let's not like call it quits and just, I'm cured, right?" One more session 3 months from now. I'm like, if there is still some issue underlying somewhere, it probably would come out in like 3 months, 6 months. And if by then I'm doing pretty well now, right? I figured some stuff out. About 2.5 months later, which is a few weeks ago, I'll also say one of the big topics that I was talking to my therapist about, my last session was, I learned all this stuff. I know what's sort of the cause of my anger and my depression too. It originates from my childhood, from my family, from my mother. Hey, by the way, I'm going on vacation with them in a few weeks. Got any tips? To like just all the stuff that I built and worked on and developed and figured out. Just like I don't want it to just go like fucking out the window. So he gave me some tips. Some tips that one of them was like fact checking, right? Like when someone attacks me, right? Accuses me of being something, to try to make me feel guilty, I fact check. I'm like, oh, that's actually not true. You're actually bullshitting, and you actually are saying that shit because of other problems that you've had in your childhood that you never figured out. So that was okay. That was like a layer of defense. Another was setting boundaries. I don't know if this is funny anymore because I didn't actually write jokes about this. I'm just off the cuff. And I, like an idiot, I was like, I don't know what to do. I don't know. How do I set boundaries with my home family when we're going on vacation? Even though my therapist sort of gave me examples and helped me out as much as he could. It was a failing on my part because I didn't set boundaries. I just sort of went in, and by day 3, my parents started like questioning my life choices and the whole like attack, like that feeling that I had when my 2 friends who just got engaged were sitting around me. That was happening, but they were in front of my face while I was sitting down. They were looking down directly at me, and I was ready to murder someone. But another thing that I learned in therapy was grounding skills, which lucky for me I have been able to develop and continue to use, even through all the rest of the stories that I'll tell tonight, which is, for example, when I get triggered, I just leave the situation, go for a walk, get out, right? Just get out of the situation, because I'm not thinking clearly. They might not be thinking clearly. So I did that, and anyways, I'm not going to go through all the details. It's not funny. So it was awful. It was a total shitstorm of a vacation. So now I come